School. You know, at first, the sound of school isn't too bad. Until you see this. Oh, there's all types of things bad with this. You're trapped in a room. Okay, for one. One window. That's a red flag. And too much of one color. See, there's too much white. There's too much red. But there's not so much yellow. Now, I want to point out how school is bad for you. But also, staying on the topic of why it's good for you. So I'm kind of taking both sides, but I'm more taking the bad side of school versus the good side of school. So, let's start with the good side of school. Now, I personally love school because I can let my creativity flow through art. Art is one of my favorite classes. It allows me to write on it allows me to write all my thoughts down on a piece of paper, and it just allows me to put my thoughts into real life. And ELA is also one of those classes that I do like. For example, making a paragraph on one topic. Just give me one topic, and I'll float on to another topic, and then I'll just pour my heart out onto this piece of paper, and then I'll need another piece of paper because I have so much thought going on here that there's just not enough paper in the world to contain all of this knowledge and thought. And that's what I like about school. It allows you to stop scratching the freaking carpet. Anyways, it allows me to put my thoughts down on a piece of paper so I can look back at this and say, yeah, that's pretty bad. And then I can work on that to make it better. You know, using bigger words, making it shorter, proper grammar, all this stuff. And ELA, if you didn't know, will help you get a job. Now, you might be thinking, how could this ELA English class teach me to get a job? Let's go back to writing our thoughts down on a piece of paper. Now, if you did all that, you wrote like 3 pages of thought, and 1 year later, your English teacher tells you she knows that last year you had to do something about your thought or whatever she told you to do, and then you'd pull that out and you'd read it and you'd think, there's a lot of short words that I could describe with bigger words. Now this will help you because what people want is, and you better stop meowing. Sorry. What people want is a brief description. If you had to give me a description on this microphone, what would it be on? What would you say? There's lots of things I could say about this microphone. I should know. I'm doing YouTube. And I know that this microphone is almost my whole career. Because that's how I get the good audio onto YouTube. I got this for my birthday in 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2020. Yeah. If you had to give me a description on... Come here. No. Okay, never mind. If you had to give me a description on this headset, what would you say? I could say a lot of things. What about this tiny dot? I could say a lot of things. Let's get back on track here. ELA will help you get a job. Now, I'm only thinking on the bright side, and there's not really much to say about the bright side of school. There is a lot to say about the bad side of school. But of course, I do kind of want to help teachers, because teachers are probably the only ones out. Teachers and parents and other people and adults. But kids, they have a different perspective on it. And I think it's all because of technology, but that's a whole nother thing over there. Now, history. Well, Joe, history won't help you get a job. Unless you want to be a historian. Or you. Or you want to make this whole thing. You want to make a TV. You want to make night vision goggles. You want to make an Xbox. You want to make a controller. You want to make this thing. This is a GoPro. You want to make this. You want to make this. You have to look at the history for that. Now, history doesn't have to be just American history. It can be any history. But of course, what schools teach is American history. So, historian, that would be a good one. There's not much to say about a historian, except for you get to talk about history, and you get to go into deeper detail about Thomas Jefferson, the natives, the cultures, basically everything in American, Spanish, Japanese, Korean history, anything. And it's all really interesting. Math. Now I know what you're thinking. Joe, math. It's not great. I don't like it. It's boring. No, I agree. And there's a lot of videos on the internet about math and how it's useless, and I totally agree. But we're also looking at the bright side for now. And how do I put this? Math helped us get to where we are now. Helped us build this. Helped us build this. What I'm talking about is all the calculations necessary. It created this image that you see here. It created almost everything and anything in this room and that classroom. It helped us create all of that with calculations. Now, what if we didn't know math? And what if we just forgot about it? That wouldn't be there. This wouldn't be here. Almost nothing in this room would be here. Except for maybe a house. No. Not a house either. I don't think anything would be here. Because we didn't have the right calculations to make anything. Like measurements, for example. You need to measure the boards to build a house. That's why math is important. So, I think my cat wants outsies. The bad side of school. The kids. Right? The lack of freedom that you get in school. Now, I know you're thinking, or any adults watching this, oh, Joe, you get a whole bunch of freedom in school. Well, you're right. Kinda. There's the thought of being trapped in one room for long periods of time, and you have to escape that by going to the bathroom. That's what kids do. That's why the devious look happened. Because classes were not only boring, but also, well, they were just boring. That's the thing about school, is that the kids are not only really bad because it's boring and they want something to do, but also the teachers don't make the subject fun. That's what I think is the problem. Now say, what if the teacher made math fun? What if you went into that class excited every single day? I just want you to picture it. Alright, I just want you to picture your favorite teacher and then put him or her inside that classroom. Form the classroom however you want. Display the classroom however. Okay. Display the classroom however you want. And make it fun. Make the math that they're teaching fun. That's the problem. Is the higher up in your education system that you go, the more boring it gets and the more dislikable it gets. The less fun you have in that class. Take this kindergarten, first grade, or second grade class. Want to know how I know that's a kindergarten, first, or second grade class? Because it looks fun. You got a rug right there. The teacher probably sits in the middle of that rug. Kids sit around it. There's a toy in there somewhere. There's computers in there. Just the tiles, the way those are laid out, looks fun. They have cubbies. We don't have cubbies. We have lockers. It's called middle school, high school, almost everywhere. They have the bear and the honey beehive. They have a sink. They don't need to leave there unless they gotta go to the bathroom. They have beanbag chair. They got cabinets. They don't need to leave for anything. There's a bee right in the bottom left corner. That's how I know. And that's why I think that the reason why kids don't like school is because it's boring. The teachers make it look less and less fun. The teachers make the lesson boring. Now, what I encourage schools to do is to make things fun, like this kindergarten, first, or second grade class. They're probably doing something fun. Now the kids. Oh, this is almost every single grade that you go into, and they're pretty bad. Like, especially at my school, they're all kinds of bad. Some bad I can't even say. You know, there's the kids. There's the teacher's expectations. That's a pretty big one. With Corona, we don't really have homework because they think, oh, you're going to bring back the Corona on a piece of paper. Whatever. I'll go with it because I don't get homework. But other kids aren't as fortunate as that. Because we don't have... how should I put this? We don't have much time. And the teachers think, you know what, because we're not giving them homework, we should give them more schoolwork. And if that doesn't get done, it'll become homework. See that? It's unbalanced. All this work leads to homework, which on a scale would be homework. You don't have any homework. Sorry, you don't have any homework. And then there's just a small gap right there, slightly higher. And schoolwork. They put a lot of schoolwork on there. And then if that schoolwork doesn't get done, it becomes homework. Now the scale is unbalanced. Now, say we put homework down on this one, and we put how much how much time we have. Starts to level out, and then boom, a little bit of time. Because sometimes they assign too much homework. Only sometimes, though. Not all the time. Sometimes it's reasonable amount of homework. Now I get it. No homework, lots of schoolwork. Makes sense. But if that schoolwork doesn't get done, then it becomes homework. Now that's too much. Too much schoolwork and homework? And then let's say it's a lot of homework. Then you're going to come in exhausted the next day and then have homework and then a lot of work. And it's just really unbalanced. Yeah. What else can I say that's bad about school? Some of the rules, pretty bad. Like, not really bad, but unlogical. Like having your hood on. I mean, I have one good reason for it, and it's that the cameras can't see you. I mean, there's one good reason for teachers, and that's earbuds. But some kids claim that it helps them focus, and I've seen firsthand that it does sometimes help them focus. Now teachers have tried to fix this problem with like timers or classical music or something relaxing. That's not what modern day kids listen to, is classical and calming music. It's no. If anything, I listen to heavy metal. Heavy metal or hip hop. Hip hop or pop. Either one. Anyways, yeah, I basically just explained school. I can't really name anything else bad. If you guys can, please leave something down in the comments below. If you agree with me, leave a like. If you disagree with me, leave a dislike and tell me why in the comments. But do subscribe. And if I did ramble on about different things, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.